Morning. It's a new day. I just got a alert that a person walked by our house and the dog is outside. He's going to bark. No bark. Good boy. Anyway, I just washed my hair, obviously. It's really cold. I'm gonna wear a hat when we go out to brunch, but it's better to let my hair dry. It's all over the place. Got a lot of shedding going on and a lot of new growth, which is not showing up in this light. I love the grays I can finally see. I want a streak. Can I please have a streak in the front? Sorry if you just heard the dog peeing. Come on. But nothing much to say. I guess I'll just say that last night when I went to get into bed, it was maybe 11. I had the fan going on in the bathroom because Sebastian had showered, so I couldn't really hear while I was getting ready. But then I turned it off and I get into bed, and like 30 seconds later, I see a flash of light. I didn't know if I was seeing like the bathroom door in the hallway and a light go on or something through the crack, but it turned out it was Sebastian opening the door and coming into bed. He kind of does it half asleep, so he just came in and silently crawled into the bed. But then a couple minutes later, Danny messaged me. It's like, why was he screaming? And I thought he meant like earlier, but no, he had just been screaming. So I guess he woke up in a, hey, stop, no booty wiping. I guess he had woken up in like a night terror and then stopped and came to my bed. But he slept with us all night and he just woke up, so that's good. He usually wakes up too early. But yeah, good morning. Happy Saturday. You haven't taught me kudo.
Do you remember the meaning of the ending Tween, right?
No, I don't. Should we go through that?
wrote a thing for people to download when if they're into cold.
And you draw that?
Mm-hmm.
You drew that. I know how to grammar. Hello everyone. I'm sorry if this is a little quiet, but Sebastian just fell asleep a half hour ago. I just left his room. It is 11. Anyway, we went out to brunch. We had a reservation. They still took about 10 minutes to get us seated. It was different from when we were last there. Last time we went there, the lobby was empty and there were empty tables, but they're like, sorry, it's an hour wait. You should have made a reservation. This time the lobby was packed and there was tables emptying, but they had to clean them. And they were telling everybody with reservations they needed to wait, but the food was good. I still don't eat a full amount, but a little bit more each time. Sorry, I took a bath earlier, so I just pushed my hair out. Yeah, then we came back. A little bit of knitting because I was cold. I wanted to warm up into my blanket, and then I agreed to go play outside with Sebastian. We took a walk around the neighborhood with sticks and had adventures. And then I did art with Jax, as you saw. One of the sketch ideas on, like, he has to do 4 sketches, full color sketches for his art class per quarter. And one of them has to be off of her suggested list. So we chose this optical illusion, marker drawing. Could be anything, but that was what it said. Optical illusion, marker drawing, showing movement. So we did those optical illusions. Took quite a while, and while we were starting, Danny and Sebastian were trying to compromise on some sort of walk to do. Sebastian just wanted to go to a playground. Danny wanted to walk the dog and not wait at a playground. What they ended up doing is taking the dog and driving to Yvonne's place and walking around the lakes there because he was able to get his walk with the dog without playgrounds, and Sebastian was willing to go because he loves Yvonne. And then they ended up staying for dinner. So I had already started some pasta salad before starting the art. I had boiled the noodles and put them in the fridge, so I finished making that. I heated up Jax's leftover Chinese for him, and yeah, we hung out. We had the top 100 Kirby songs. He didn't agree with their ordering of their list, but we had that playing on the TV, and I was working on trying to design a Kirby hat for him. And he was doing stuff on his computer, and it was just a good time hanging out. We always enjoy days like that. But after dinner, I get to take a bath. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. And the guys got home around 9. So it was very late bedtime. But yeah, better day. It wasn't a school day, so there's not all that stress building up in him. He even said he was sorry when we were getting ready for bed, though he did refuse to hug me at first because he's stupid, is what he said, and I had to keep telling him again and again that he's not. But we're starting to do some things a little bit at a time. One of the first things we did is we created a hand signal to use when he's feeling stressed or overwhelmed. So I can tell it to his teacher as well. But he can give me that signal when he doesn't feel up to talking, but he's building up inside him. And we also worked on yoga breathing, as I'm calling it. Deep, slow breaths. Right now, he only wants to do it with me. I was doing it with holding both his hands and bringing his hands over his head and gently letting the air out slowly. So he's enjoying that. Hopefully we can do it when he's all worked up too. We need to work on his speed finishing his schoolwork at school, like worksheets. So I was like, well, let's work together making our own projects that help us practice our speed, because our goal will be to just finish things. So he chose Pokemon, and I think the first thing we'll try to do is like make our own jumbo Pokemon cards, because there's a spot where you have to draw and a spot where you have to write, and he often has sheets like that. He seems excited about it. We'll see. I don't expect him to finish things right away. What else did we decide to do? I mean, as a family, we discussed developmental leaps and how this could be that. Your brain could be growing. It causes things to go a little crazy for a while. Jax went through it. And privately, I talked to Jax. It's like, please be gentle and kind to your brother. He's very quick to criticize him. And I feel like everything out of Jackson's mouth towards his brother is negative. So I'm like, please try to filter it and keep it in. Please, if you see his schoolwork out on the table or something, say a kind word about it, like, wow, I'm really impressed by your writing, or this is a beautiful A, or hey, good job on this. We need to build him up, because I don't know where this horrible lack of self-confidence came from. I was like, tonight in bed, I was like, you're so smart. I mean, you read. I'm always shocked. You're so smart. And he's like, no, I can't. And he picks up this book that's like for second grade and up and just starts like reading it. He got stuck on a made up name like Owl. It was about owls. Owlberta. He got stuck on that, but then like every now and then there's like letter combinations and sight words that he just doesn't know, and he would start to sound it out and get really close and then just spell it out loud to me, and I would tell him what it is. But he was doing so good. He was getting like 75% of the words. I'm like, dude, you don't have to know every word. You're in first grade. You're still learning. You're doing amazing. And I think he felt a little more confident. He asked for a Pokemon card for that. But baby steps. We're just going to keep working on that. Those are the things we're going to focus on. I'll write his teacher a note. And we'll just see where it goes. But in a much better place. I think those things, time as a family in the morning and just some time apart, helped. I think that because I am so close with him, he feels safe enough to let loose. So if he is raging and Danny is here, he goes up and hides in his room or under furniture or something. When I'm here and not Danny, he rages at me and alternates raging and hugging, and he'll be aware that he's probably hurting my feelings and alternately hurt my feelings and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I just feel this way. So I think he just feels comfortable around me, so he's able to let out all those emotions. But anyway, it is after 11 and I still need to get some water and go say goodnight to Jax. I was trying to relace my shorter docks. They came with zipper tongues that you can put on. I didn't like how they looked when they arrived, but I was trying to play around from about 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. to figure out how I wanted them, and I figured out a way I like, but you have to guess how much extra lace before you start, and I was just off on the one that I did. So I'm going to do the second one and adjust that and then redo the first, but I don't think I'm going to do it tonight. I think I'm just going to get my water, go say goodnight to Jax and hang out for a few, and then get into bed, watch some videos, or probably not very many. I keep getting tired. Yeah. That's my update. Thank you, Cass, for your sweet text about it. You're the best. Yeah, I'm just going to go. So, good night. Sorry I had to look at this. Stay safe. Be kind. And don't forget, wash your hands.